Really enjoyed the show, everyone. Now, guys, Melina's happy to see you guys. Yeah, guys, I want to talk about this one situation. So, there is a guy, I don't know what his name is on TikTok. I think he's on TikTok. I'm pretty sure he's on TikTok, and he was talking about how, Jessica Simpson and all those girls are very toxic, and we shouldn't value them. They're not good for us. They're very negative, and how they're very, bad for people's self-esteem and all that. Now, I understand that there are a lot of people that do not look like Jessica Simpson, especially because she's so skinny. I look like that kind of person, right? So to me, Jessica Simpson's the bomb, right? But I understand if you don't feel that way, or you feel like Jessica Simpson is not good for your ego, or you don't like her. I understand how that can be toxic for you. But I just don't, I don't believe in that, right? Like I'm very supportive of Jessica Simpson, and I'm very supportive, and she was also bigger too for a long time because she had a baby, right? But I'm supportive of Jessica Simpson and the girls that are like that because obviously I look like that. So why would I not be supportive of that? So when you say someone is toxic because they're dieting too much or they're too skinny, I think you have to rephrase that. I don't think that's necessarily accurate. I really think that, Jessica Simpson, sure, she's skinny, but I'm skinny. I look really good. People that are focused on diet and exercise want to be really thin and fit, right? Now, I do get, I get his point to some extent. He's like, well, girls that are younger look up to these girls and they want to lose weight, they starve themselves, whatever, right? But for me, like, I'm a grown adult. I grew up healthy as a child. I diet like crazy now, but I still eat a lot, I exercise a lot. For me, being skinny is important, right? Being fit and thin is important for me, as Marco and Melita. So, when people say to me, well, no one ever says that because people like me so much, right? But anyway, I don't think, and Jessica Simpson, people like her very much. But I just think, to say that she's toxic, well, not all girls can look like that, which I understand, yes, to some extent that is toxic. If you can never look like that, and you're trying to look like that, I can totally get that. It would be toxic. But really, we all know that Jessica Simpson has friends that are all sizes, all shapes. She's not going to judge someone for being overweight. Maybe she would, I don't know. But I would never judge someone for being overweight or anything, So, I understand that you might be like, well, it's toxic, whatever. But or that person would say that. But, really, I'm a kind person. I don't judge. I'm not very mean, Well, I'm not mean at all. I'm very nice. So, I understand that maybe it might be upsetting to some people. And some people can never get that look. And I understand that's obviously upsetting. But, what's she gonna do? Not diet and exercise? She's made to be perfectly beautiful and thin, right? These are my favorite kind of girls, right? And I totally get that. If you don't like that kind of girl, scroll past them. You don't have to watch. You can just watch someone else. Scroll past. If that's not entertainment for you, then watch somebody else. There's plenty of actors and actresses and singers and dancers that are not conventionally the beauty standard, right? And I totally get, obviously it's upsetting to people that maybe they're like, well, she's the beauty standard, so if I don't watch her, I'm basically admitting that I'm not the beauty standard. People that are the beauty standard do not judge people. They're very busy focused on their careers. I'm always very focused on my career, so I don't really spend a lot of time, getting mad at people or judging people. I'm very supportive of people's journeys. Weight loss, whatever their journey may be. If they don't want to lose weight, perfect, fine, that's fine too. But I'm very supportive of all that, right? So to me, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh my God, you're overweight. I would never say that, right? But I understand where that, I do have obviously the understanding that these women can be very toxic to someone, especially young children who are impressionable, who think, oh, I have to look like that. And if they can never look like that, it's very disappointing. I totally understand. But it's just, what's Jessica Simpson going to do? She can't just change ever who she is, right? But I understand how it can be upsetting to one extent. I also know that these are the girls that I like. This is the kind of life that I want to lead. And so this is what I do, right? So, someone like Jessica Simpson, I'm sure she's not dieting to such an extreme. I mean, she's thin, but she's not like emaciatedly anorexic, right? So, to say that she's toxic, I mean, maybe to some people she is, but for the most part, I love girls like that and I value them. And so I'd be bored if there was no girl like that because those are the girls that I like, right? Anyway, totally enjoy the show, darling. All right. And that guy has a valid point to some extent. I mean, some girls really don't have, any looks whatsoever or any kind of beauty or any kind of, thinness. And so to them, yes, it's toxic, so I can understand. So they can just scroll past her and watch him, right? Which is totally what the point is of the video. Anyway, gotta go, guys. Bye now.